My oh my, it has been forever since I have done a talk video with slides. Now if this title looks eerily familiar to a video you may have already seen, that's because it should. That was top 10 cars I once added to Asphalt 8 Airborne, which I have done all the way back in January 2018. And, yeah, speaking of that game, it has now turned into a state of despair as of the January 2019 Fastlane update, but that's a whole other subject on its own. Now let's get down with this top 10 list. Number 1. Tesla Model X. Surprising, eh? Well, not if you've seen the video from last year. If there's one thing I've noticed about Asphalt 9 is the severe lack of 4-door sports cars. In fact, did you know that the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution is the only 4-door performance car in the entire game? Yeah, that's not good. As we should all know by now, exhilarating performance is no longer exclusive to 2-door high-performance cars with less than 7 centimeters of ground clearance. The Tesla Model X is a beautiful, revolutionary vehicle that has managed to deliver towing, hauling, and insane acceleration capabilities all in the package of a mid-sized crossover. A lot of people would love to see a Tesla added to the game, particularly the Tesla Roadster, but the Model X should come first because it's more special in its own right. Number 2. Yeah, real mature of me to add poo for the number 2 set again. Aston Martin Lagonda all-terrain concept. Bet you didn't ever expect to see this on a top 10 list, now would you? Now, if you do not know where this came from, it was unveiled at the 2019 Geneva International Motor Show. This Aston Martin is an all-electric concept crossover, or should I say yacht? I don't know. Either way, it looks great, it's different, and it's got Falcon doors just like a Tesla Model X. How cool is that? Asphalt 9 currently only has 2 Aston Martins in the game. Adding this funky, futuristic Aston Martin is sure to spice up the variety and give more life to the Aston Martin crew. Number 3. Faraday Future FF91. As you may or may not know, Faraday Future has been struggling badly to stay financially afloat. Well, whether they make it or not does not mean that Gameloft should not consider adding their awesome, futuristic-looking crossover. In fact, doing this could help give the crossover some much-needed exposure. I don't know about you, but I cannot count the number of cars, and sometimes even brands, I would have never known about if it weren't for the Asphalt series. Faraday vehicles have never appeared in the series before, but just saying. Now obviously Gameloft owes no obligation to help Faraday Future out with exposure, but this crossover is cool, so it deserves to be added. Number 4. The Rivian R1T. If you live in North America, or have at least been following the electric car news reasonably well, you will know that Rivian Automotive has made a lot of buzz in 2018 ever since they unveiled their 2 all-electric trucks destined for the market in 2020 to 2021. You know how much Canadians and Americans love pickup trucks, SUVs, and crossovers, so it's no wonder so many eyes have been placed on them and many legacy automakers are concerned. Back in Asphalt 8, there was the Ford F-150, the sole pickup truck in the game. Asphalt 9 has 0 pickup trucks, so if they are going to add a pickup truck, it makes sense to add a cool performance truck like the Rivian R1T to the game. Oh yeah, and those polarizing headlights and horizontal striped taillights are features that will make you never, not even remotely, mistake it for any other vehicle. Number 5. The Jaguar I-Pace. Yes, I know. The Tesla Model X, Faraday Future FF91 and Jaguar I-Pace were all vehicles that appeared on my Asphalt 8 list, but so what? I wanted them then, and with Asphalt 8 very likely dying in 2019, I need to see them added to Asphalt 9 before I set some real Jaguars loose. I'm kidding. We do not have those type of Jaguars in Canada, so I'd have to make use of mountain lions and paint their fur. The problem? I'll end up dead before I can even paint a single spot. Well, anyways, believe it or not, I have seen a couple of others actually request for this crossover to be added to the game, so I am not alone on this. It looks great, fun, and sporty, typically traits Jaguar is known for. And now that it has been a production car for quite some time now, I'm sure owners would love to see the electrical cat racing in the game. The Jaguar F-Type SVR could also do for some company. Number 6. The Audi e-tron. Since there's quite a bit of Audi vehicles that confusingly have e-tron in their name, I'm talking about the battery electric crossover that was officially unveiled last year in September 2018. And while we are on the topic of Audis, I'm sure we are all aware of the fact that there are no Audis in Asphalt 9. What? Why? I have no idea, but I find that extremely strange, like really strange. Most racing games with licensed cars naturally have cars from this luxury German automaker, but Asphalt 9 awkwardly does not. Let's hope that this changes real soon. So why do I want the Audi e-tron in particular? I really do not need to explain at this point. You already know why if you have been watching this video up to this point, or if you happen to just know my vehicular taste before even clicking on this video. Next. Number 7. The Mercedes-Benz EQC. Unfortunately, I do not know why Mercedes-Benz had to ditch the blue lighting theme that appeared on the concept, but alas, the production version still looks really good, but just not as cool. Give the Mercedes-Benz AMG GTS some company. Mercedes-Benz has a lot of vehicles in their portfolio, so there is no reason to shy away from the fine machines that they build. Number 8. The Porsche Taycan. Heh, you guys must be like, wow, finally something on this list that is not a utility vehicle of the sort. Because I know, I should have a lot of them on this list, but you know what? They are awesome and the world will come to embrace them. Seeing as though there are already a number of Porsches in the game and the fact that this is a highly anticipated car from Porsche, I can actually see them probably adding this to the game. When? I don't know, but we can agree that the odds of seeing it are a lot higher than the other cars on this list. In reality, this car is said to be a serious rival to the beloved Tesla Model S, and because Porsche actually takes the car seriously, you can bet that it will not disappoint. Although the name is disappointing because they were going to go with Mission E, which sounded far more futuristic and just way cooler. But why they went with Taycan, I don't know, but let's just hope they change their minds. And even if they don't, whatever, at least the vehicle will still be cool. Number 9. The Pininfarina Battista. So remember what I said earlier about the Asphalt series exposing me to brands and models I would have otherwise never known or cared about? Well yeah, Pininfarina is one of them. In fact, I did not even know that the current Pininfarina in the game was powered by hydrogen until I curiously decided to look it up recently. From there, I eventually saw an article detailing the future Pininfarina Battista, and upon looking at it, I was like, yep, I should definitely add this to my upcoming Asphalt 9 talk video. Adding this car to the game would be a great way to not only expand Pininfarina in-game, but also give the brand even more exposure in the real world. This car was publicly unveiled at the 2019 Geneva Motor Show. I also read that it will be delivered in 2020 and only 150 units will be produced, so if you want the real Pininfarina, you hopefully acted fast on that one. Number 10. Rimac Concept 2. Have you seen a Rimac Concept 2 in blue? Ah, it is simply gorgeous. Well, it's loved in the other colors, but particularly stands out in blue. In case you're not familiar with this Croatian brand, it is an extreme performance car. How extreme? I'll tell you. It accelerates from 0 to 100 km per hour in 1.9 seconds, has a top speed of 412 km per hour, 1,408 kilowatts of power, and 2,300 Newton meters of torque. Wow! Mate Rimac was not all talk when he said that he wanted to create the sports car of the 21st century. Seriously, those specifications are hyper mad. GameLoft really cannot afford to miss the opportunity to not add it at some point this year. They feature Rimac cars in Asphalt 8, so they could, and hopefully will not make the careless mistake of not including Rimac in Asphalt 9 Legends. Did you like this video? What are your top 10 cars you would like to see in Asphalt 9 Legends? I know my entire list consists of all electric cars, majority of which are utility vehicles, but it's just what I really like. Comment, rate, like, subscribe, share, read my blog for information, shop my affiliate links in the video description, and visit my Twitter page for my latest tweets. And do not forget to also participate in the polls located at the top right corner inside the eye circle. Oh yeah, one more thing. I am totally aware of the polarizing, creepy background music used in this video. Why was it used? Because I totally planned to do it. Why did I make it like this? Because I wanted to and have no good explanation for it. I'm Guuzaka Tube, and now I am out.